Greetings to each and every single one of you. Hope we are having a wonderful time in whatsoever part of the world that you may be coming from. This is Dr. Shakira Nakasaga, and we are back onto our wisdom series. Today we are going to be looking at gratitude. What is the art of being grateful, being thankful? When I'm to look at my life back in the past, I assess that journey. I smile, not because everything is perfect, but I appreciate the moments I've had in my life, both the good and the bad, and I'm grateful that this is how far the Lord has brought me. And I want to share my journey with you. That's why I'm doing this series so that we can get to know one another. Sometimes, or back in life, they did not really explain to us some of these, how can I call it, some aspects of life that are very key, but then we've always taken it for granted. And therefore, I'm happy, I'm joyful, and I can say, thank you, Lord. And I can also appreciate the good people in my life and also those that have taught me lessons. Life is not meant to be perfect. It is through the journey, the rocky places that we hit ourselves, we come back, and also the smooth places that we pass through that teach us that, okay, this is how life is. And we are expected to find different moments, exciting moments, and those that are sorrowful. And that makes our whole entire life like wholesome. Sometimes I'm to think and I'm like, I cannot imagine that I passed through some phases of life that were really, really hard. Very hard. I remember getting an accident, getting out of that car when I was alive without anything like a scar, but the car was totally gone. I survived it. And that's why, I think the more you grow up, as you grow in life, you start looking at it differently from a different perspective. Things start making sense. Things that you used to just take for granted or maybe not think about that much, they start making sense. Life can be hard at times, but as much as life can be hard, you also have to stand up and be firm in faith, knowing that life is challenging, but I will go through this. I go through it through the strength that comes from the Most High, God, and also it is better when you have people to stand by you through those challenging times. When you look at those people, you appreciate them because some of the people we meet in life, they will just leave and they will not stand by you. There is a song that says, through it all, like, through it all, through it all. And whenever I listen to that song, I'm like, God, you've helped me to go through it all. For sure, it's not by me. But now I can acknowledge the existence of a higher power that always, always stands by me, always gives me strength through these hard times in life. And I can look at back in the past and be like, wow, I went through that. I think you can check out that song, by the way. It's a good song. And for sure, to God be the glory. He gives us the breath of air that we breathe. He gives us provision. We are able to be alive up to today. So we have to acknowledge His existence, His help, because there is nothing we can do as human beings. It is all by the mercy, it is all by the grace of the Most High. And therefore, uh, and therefore, you know, by the way, sometimes we look at very high achievements in life. I've finished my education, I've graduated high school, I've graduated college, I have even gotten a postgraduate degree. We are looking at those high achievements in life. We will forget to think about, oh, I'm breathing well, I'm not on oxygen, because there are so many people like in the hospitals that are really struggling even to breathe. They cannot filter oxygen, they have to be given that oxygen for them to breathe. When you go to such places and you see those people that are really struggling, then you can come back and you are like, okay, I may be having this challenge, but at least I have a chance. I'm not on oxygen, all will be well. And therefore, you are propelled to move through life. And I believe as someone keeps on growing, the more grateful they become in life, from my own experience. Because if I'm to look back in the past, I think today I appreciate life more than when I was still a young child. Because it's hard to make connections when you are a child. You can have an auntie, they come and they visit you at home, and your mother tells you, greet that person. So you go and you greet your auntie, and your auntie pulls out the bag or the purse. They get maybe something like a samosa, or they get you a gift and they give you the gift. And then your mother tells you, tell your auntie, thank you. I grew up, I was in a single-sex school, Nabisusa Girls, and we had those 3 magic words. And one of those magic words was thank you. But then we just had to say it because it was the norm. For you to look polite, you have to say thank you. You don't really think more about it at that point in time. However, as you grow, life teaches you lessons. It also teaches you like the common knowledge, norm, the art, the science, the wisdom that comes with growing up. You will not be told to say thank you when you've gotten a job. It will be in you already. When something good happens to you, your mother, your father, or any guardian that is in charge of you will not tell you to say thank you. It will come automatically. Not because it's the norm, but now you are trying to understand, oh, yeah, actually, I should be grateful. I've been struggling in this particular aspect of life, and I have to appreciate it more. You start looking at things completely different. I have a small story that I wanted to share with you today. I had a friend, and that friend of mine was very, very grateful for the smallest thing you would give to him. You know, all the time he would be, oh, thank you, Shakira, for this. Thank you, Shakira, for this. Thank you for cooking for us food. Thank you for these gifts. I really did not think about it so much until when I met other people that took everything for granted. They never appreciated anything that I did. And now that connected my brain back to the other friend of mine who used to always be grateful. And sometimes we also want to reciprocate, like, you know, I'm happy, and I also want to do something that is going to make you happy. it is a good feeling. It is a lovely feeling you get when someone actually shows that they are happy with what you are doing in their lives. It's like finding someone who is very, very hungry and you give them food. The way they can be happy. You go to the villages and you are giving these people something and they are very, very happy. And you are in a position that is like, oh my goodness, I've just added a brick on someone's life. It's not even big, it's just something small, but they are this happy and it gives you a joy. So the other person is very happy and also you are very happy, because they say the person that gives is more blessed, and even the other one that receives is very blessed. Therefore, you are both happy in that particular moment. And it is something that I've been trying to cultivate in my life, even though something is very small. Sometimes people minimize the good things they do for us, but you who does the good thing, you may forget, but the person that you do for that thing, they will never forget. Still, that person will meet you and they will remind you of that good thing that you did for them. And yet for you, you completely forgot about it. That's why I'm encouraging us all so that we can really be grateful and express that gratitude towards one another. When someone does for you something good, be appreciative of what they have done for you. A grateful heart is content. It is protected from envy, allowing one to genuinely celebrate others' achievement. Because there is nothing like competition. There is no one you want to prove. You are happy for another person that they are getting something good in their life, and you are also hopeful that one day, one time, whatsoever your goal may be, you are also going to be celebrating, you are also going to be happy. So gratitude helps you to be content. It helps you to be hopeful, and also it gives you that joy that I have just spoken about initially. It gives you a joy within your spirit. It is not happiness that makes us grateful. It is the gratitude that makes us happy or to be joyful. Joyful is more encompassing than happiness. All right, so this is what I wanted to share with you today. Until another one, have a good rest of whatsoever you are doing in whatsoever part of the world you may be. And my recommendation is, please get my copy of the Wisdom for Young Adults. It is on Amazon, it is on Gumroad, it is on Seller. When you are to check my YouTube channel, when you go to the main page, you'll find the links for all the places where that book is. It is very good for teenagers. It is very good for everyone. From the reviews that I've gotten, it is good for all ages. All right? Okay. See you in the next one.